Hello, I am Aniket from TarkaShastra Academy. This is the first session of Innovation and Entrepreneurship of our free video series on INE. The topic for this session is entrepreneurship. This topic is going to have a lot of importance because section के नाम में ही entrepreneurship है, and there are going to be multiple questions from this topic. In the end, we are going to solve some MCQs also from this particular topic. Okay. If you want to join us for CMAT course, you can connect with us on the numbers given in the description of the video. We provide everything that is needed to help you join your Dream B school. And the courses are starting at as low as 3,000 rupees. So connect with us and avail the offer as soon as possible. Entrepreneurship. So who is an entrepreneur? A person who undertakes the risk of starting a new business and is called an entrepreneur. The entrepreneur creates a firm to realize their idea, known as entrepreneurship, which aggregates capital and labor in order to produce goods or services for profit. Entrepreneurship is highly risky, but also can be highly rewarding as it serves to generate the economic wealth. Okay, how entrepreneurship works. Entrepreneurship is one of the resources economists categorize as integral to production. The other three being land or natural resources, then your labor and capital. An entrepreneur combines the first three of these to manufacture goods or provide services. They typically create a business plan, hire labor, acquire resources and financing, and provide leadership and management for the business. And now the commonly faced obstacles by entrepreneurs are overcoming bureaucracy, hiring talent, and obtaining finance. Okay. How to become an entrepreneur? So ensure financial stability, build a diverse skill set, consume or content multiple channels. Okay. Then identify a problem to solve that problem. Okay. Network like crazy and lead by example. These are the things that you need to do to become an entrepreneur. Now, characteristics of entrepreneur: versatile. Okay, he should be versatile. He should be flexible in taking the decisions. Money savvy है ना, एकदम आड़ा टेढ़ा पैसा नहीं खर्च करना है ना, प्रॉपरली मनी सही जगह पे इन्वेस्ट करना है. Resilient, he should be focused. Resilient focused means कि भाई जो कहते हैं ना कि हसल करना है, and in he should be focused towards the goal, business smart and communicator. These are the 7 characteristics of an entrepreneur. Followed by that, classification of entrepreneurs based on type of business. So on the basis of type of business, trading entrepreneur, manufacturing entrepreneur, agricultural entrepreneur. Abhi agricultural entrepreneur is what you all understand. कि जो agricultural produce बेचता है वो agriculture. Manufacturing entrepreneur means one who manufactures the products and then sells it. For example, जैसे Lenovo is a manufacturing entrepreneur क्योंकि वो खुद लैपटॉप बनाते हैं and बेचते हैं. On the other hand, trading entrepreneur. So these are the entrepreneurs. They don't themselves build the product. They purchase it at a certain cost and then sell it at another cost. ठीक है. For example, headphones. है ना, हेडफोन्स. बहुत सारे एंटरप्रेन्योर्स चाइना से इंपोर्ट करते हैं हेडफोन्स, लेट अस से 10 रुपए में, एंड इंडिया में सेल करते हैं लेट अस से 15 रुपए. सो दिस इज देयर प्रॉफिट. सो दिस इज हाउ ट्रेडिंग एंटरप्रेन्योर्स वर्क. देन बेस्ड ऑन टेक्नोलॉजी, टेक्निकल एंड नॉन टेक्निकल एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप हो सकती है. देन बेस्ड ऑन ओनरशिप, प्राइवेट एंटरप्रेन्योर्स, स्टेट एंटरप्रेन्योर्स एंड जॉइंट वेंचर. जैसे प्राइवेट एंटरप्रेन्योर्स मीन्स जिनका 100% स्टेक प्राइवेट है. स्टेट मतलब जो गवर्नमेंट बिजनेस करती है, दोज आर स्टेट एंटरप्रेन्योर्स. फॉलोड बाय दैट जॉइंट वेंचर, ऐसे ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस जहां पे स्टेट की भी ओनरशिप है, प्राइवेट की भी ओनरशिप है इन सर्टेन परसेंटेज. बेस्ड ऑन साइज ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप और साइज ऑफ एंटरप्राइज, स्मॉल स्केल बिजनेस रहते हैं, मीडियम स्केल बिजनेस रहते हैं एंड लार्ज स्केल बिजनेसेस रहते हैं। नेक्स्ट, बेस्ड ऑन Clarence Denhoff classification. Innovating entrepreneurs are those who innovate new things, or they are ready, I mean, they make innovations in their plans, in their marketing, in their products, all this. Imitative entrepreneurs, they may not be innovators, but they readily accept innovation. Okay, so let us say one of our competitor is doing Facebook marketing, then imitative entrepreneurs will immediately imitate it and try to get the profits or try to generate revenue from that. Fabian entrepreneurs, they are skeptical to accept innovation. So what they will do, Fabian entrepreneurs, whenever they see a new idea or new plan or new product, what they'll do, they are first skeptical. They'll first wait for that product to they they'll wait for that product to bloom. They'll wait for that plan to be successful. Once it is successful, then only they will implement that plan or introduce that product. Okay. So Fabian entrepreneurs, they will first check कि भाई ये plan सही है क्या, है ना? If it is tried and tested and successful, only then they'll get into it. ठीक है. Drone entrepreneurs are, they refuse to accept innovation, है ना? वो innovation वगैरह कुछ नहीं बोले, है ना? जैसा चल रहा वैसा चल, ठीक है. Now entrepreneurs versus intrapreneur. So entrepreneur, a person who takes risk to own a business. ठीक है, जिसका खुद का बिजनेस है, that person is an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur, an employee who promotes innovation within the limits of an organization. ठीक है ना? मतलब ये एंटरप्रेन्योर भी एक एंटरप्रेन्योर ही है, बट देन ही इज गेटिंग अ सैलरी फॉर इट. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर सिंपल से एग्जांपल्स अगर मैं आपको बताऊं, तो अंबानी is an entrepreneur. Why? Because he started his own business, he started his own risk. On the other hand, let us say Sundar Pichai, he is an entrepreneur. He has all the qualities of entrepreneur, but he uh, worked in the limits of an organization and then uh, gained his popularity and gained success for the company by being an employee. Okay. Now, both these are equally important for an organization. Okay. Now, importance of entrepreneurship, it creates wealth for the nation and for the individual. It creates employment, contributes towards research and development. Okay. And provides self-sufficiency. Okay. So provides self-sufficiency means it is something related to monetary returns. It can be something related to your happiness by doing new things or creating new things, something like that. Okay. So self-sufficiency सिर्फ monetary होगी ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है. ठीक है. Contribute towards research and development system. Obviously, if you are not doing a business or if you are not an entrepreneur, आप innovate करने के लिए ज्यादा सोचोगे नहीं, है ना? Whatever is your job, you will do that, है ना? Unless you are an entrepreneur. Definitely, entrepreneurship creates employment. ठीक है. It obviously creates wealth. ठीक है. Obstacles in entrepreneurship. So there are two types of obstacles: economic factors and non-economic factors. Okay, so economic factors जैसे capital, infrastructural facility, shortage of skilled labor, lack of technology, taxation. All these are economic factors. But on the other hand, personal factors, social factors, political factors are non-economic factors. Okay. Moving forward, reason for growth of entrepreneurship. So why entrepreneurship is growing at such a good pace in India? So the first reason is technology. There are many new technologies which help the entrepreneurs do their work in much shorter time duration and quite easily. ठीक है. Deregulation and privatization. So government is now deregulating and privatizing many sectors. Then government incentives and subsidies. So government provides a lot of incentives. They provide a lot of subsidies to new entrepreneurs, like they have working capital loans and the MSME loans. All these are provided by the government. Entrepreneurial education is provided by government. Yes or no? Now, MBA degree is kind of entrepreneurial education only. Also, when you are studying for INE for the CMAT exam, it is an entrepreneurial education, correct? And there is abundance of entrepreneurial education available now. And there are many courses, live courses, online courses, offline courses, recorded courses. Then you can do it from uh, panels like or platforms like Upgrade. Okay, so there are many processes, many methods, many areas from where you can get this entrepreneurial education. Easier access to information. In this age of internet, it is quite easy to get access to information, and you can even get competitor access as well quite easily. High regards for self-employment. Yes or no? We live in a society where self-employment is regarded highly, and rising dissatisfaction at the job. Okay, this is also one of the reason behind the growth of entrepreneurship. बहुत लोग अपने जॉब से satisfied नहीं है, and they may want to face new challenges, or they may want to create a larger pool of wealth than what they have right now. So for such reasons, people start entrepreneurship. Okay, everyone will have a different reason to start a venture. Okay, now these are some of the things that you'll have to keep a note of. ठीक है ना? मतलब तो ही आप ये आगे की क्वेश्चंस आप थोड़े बहुत सॉल्व कर पाओगे. ठीक है ना? Once you keep a note of it, only then you can make sure कि भाई मेरे को ये आगे की क्वेश्चन समझ में आएंगे. ठीक है? So it is recommended that you make a separate register, separate book where you are keeping the note of these things and revising it continuously. So let us move to the questions. The person who bears the risk and starts an enterprise is called as entrepreneur. Okay, definitely it will not be entrepreneur, because entrepreneur does not take his own risk. Tycoon is something who is very successful. We are talking about starting an enterprise. And Shawbuckler, we don't know what it is, but then most of the questions I am telling you will be solved by common sense. And that is what we are trying to learn over here. An entrepreneur launching a new product for the first time, is will he be an innovative entrepreneur or imitative or technocrat or Fabian? Definitely he will be an innovative entrepreneur. Yes or no? He will be an innovative entrepreneur. ठीक है? Then Dash is an trading uh, Dash is an entrepreneur who established an enterprise with a view to sell it to others. Okay. Dash is an entrepreneur who wants to sell it to the others. So that is professional entrepreneur. So, okay, we have not, definitely it is not trading entrepreneur. It is not industrial entrepreneur. We will be confused between portfolio entrepreneur and professional entrepreneur. So answer is professional entrepreneur. Okay. The process of forming a business by a number of individuals is known as group entrepreneurship. Okay. We have not studied what is set entrepreneurship. Technological entrepreneurship is self-explaining. It will not be the case here. Hereditary entrepreneurship is something known as nepotism, where the son is taking over the father's business. Nothing wrong in it. I'm just telling you by with the help of an example. Okay. So group entrepreneurship definitely has to be the answer. The entrepreneur discipline to change is known as, now entrepreneur disinclined, not disciplined, disinclined to change. So someone who is not inclined to change. We have studied this. It is drone entrepreneur. Okay, drone entrepreneurs, they don't want to make any changes. Entrepreneurship is dash. Now, entrepreneurship, we'll have to read the options. First is ability and readiness to develop, organize, and run a business enterprise along with any of the uncertainties in order to make profit. ये हो सकता है. Entrepreneurship is a group of people forming a company who promotes innovative product development and marketing. This is not, I mean, it is not covering all the aspects of entrepreneurship. No. It is just telling us about innovative entrepreneurs. An action of group of people, not necessarily group of people to innovate and make profit out of it. No, a corporation, partnership, or sole proprietorship. Very good. And it is covering each and everything which have fewer employees or less annual revenue than a regular size business or corporation. Not necessary. So an entrepreneurship may not be having fewer employees or less annual revenue than regular size business or corporation. That is small scale business. Entrepreneurship is ability and readiness to develop, organize, and run a business enterprise along with any of its uncertainties in order to make a profit. ठीक है. A person or entrepreneur who owns more than one business is, so a person or entrepreneur, definitely it has to be a portfolio entrepreneur. Yes or no? Because the word portfolio means this is my portfolio where I have, है ना, stock market वालों को समझ में आएगा कि this is my portfolio where I have invested in 10 different companies and in mutual funds and in gold and also in small case and also in PPF and in some saving account like that. So that is your portfolio management. Yes or no? So similarly, a person having more than one business will definitely be a portfolio entrepreneur, not a researcher, corporate or hustler, nothing. है ना? You can solve it by common sense. What is the process of creating something new called? The process of creating something new is called creative production, discover, phasing, innovation. So eighth will be innovation. Something new is innovation. What is the name or what is the name given to the ownership position of less than 50% in a business? Okay. What is the name given to the ownership position given to less than 50%? So that is minority interest. Kid interest तो नहीं रहेगा, ऐसा basic से words नहीं आएंगे, dependent interest नहीं रहेगा, and insignificant भी नहीं रहेगा ना, क्योंकि अगर let us say 45%, it is not insignificant. So minority interest. Which of these is not a type of entrepreneurship? Scalable startup entrepreneurship सही है. Innovation entrepreneurship भी is a type of entrepreneurship. Buyer entrepreneurship and entrepreneurship. Definitely this has to be the answer. We don't know what is buyer entrepreneurship, but we definitely know that entrepreneurship is not entrepreneurship. They are little bit different. An entrepreneur will work within the limits of an organization. Who among the following has developed the innovation theory of entrepreneurship? Okay, so this is something new and very difficult to remember. Cannot be solved using common sense. So something developed. Who among the following has developed the innovation theory of entrepreneurship? It is developed by Joseph Schumpeter. Okay. Peter Drucker has stressed the following aspect in his theory. And these are the type of questions that are asked in the exam. And some of the questions you will have to leave in the exam. Okay. Some of the questions you'll have to leave in the exam, and these are those type of questions. Most of the questions, 60 to 70% of the questions can be solved using common sense. Peter Drucker has stressed the following aspect in his theory of entrepreneurship. So Peter Drucker ने क्या बोला है? पता नहीं भाई. So answer is systematic innovation. Okay. Theory of social change is given by which of the following personality? Theory of social change is given by Max Weber. According to Holezid, the entrepreneurship is a function of managerial skill and leadership. capital and labor, innovation and creativity, dream and action. Dream and action is the answer. The most useful person in entrepreneurship is the most useful person in entrepreneurship is creative individual, reformative individual, not necessarily जो ज्यादा ही रिफॉर्म्स ला रहा है, pessimist तो definitely नहीं, indifferent जिसको कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता ऐसा भी नहीं, definitely creative individual will be the answer, है ना, can be answered using common sense. Need for achieving theory is concerned with need for achieving theory. It is concerned with McClelland. McClelland. The supply of entrepreneurship depends on the following factors. Supply of entrepreneurship depends on economic, social, and political. Yes, all of them. As defined by Schumpeter, the innovative entrepreneurship would be thrive in market only when others don't perform. Nahi. Get convert into non-innovative. Nahi. Get absorbed within large innovative business. Not survive and disappear from the market. ठीक है, ये भी नहीं. According to the answers given, this is the answer, even though it is not satisfactory, but this is what the answer key says. Which of the following theories definition involves taking a moderate amount of risk as a function of skill and not a chance? Which of the following theories definition involves taking a moderate amount of risk as a function of skill and not chance? Need for improvement. Okay, taking moderate amount of risk and not a chance. So need for improvement, need for affiliation, need for ownership, need for individuality. Moderate amount of risk, no. So need for ownership will be the answer here. Which of the following term is another word for corporate venturing? Corporate venturing, intrapreneurship. Entrepreneurship, yes or no? You are venturing within the organization. Which among the following actions of entrepreneur will result in creative destruction in most likely way? Developing a new product, taking over a failed business, creative destruction, developing a new product, taking over a failed business may not be creative destruction. Issue share to other, so not creative destruction. Increasing the price of your product or service may not be destruction always, and definitely not creative destruction. And developing a new product has the risk of creative destruction. Perfect. Which of these is not the challenge of entrepreneur? Formulating rules and regulation relating to conducting entrepreneurship in their country. Recruiting employees in rural areas, definitely a challenge. Choosing the correct place to start your enterprise, definitely a challenge. Formulating rules in own enterprise, definitely a challenge. है ना, formulating rules and regulations related to conducting entrepreneurship in country, ये तो सरकार करेगी ना, ये entrepreneur थोड़ी करेगा. So definitely not a challenge for entrepreneur. Which among the following is not a category of external forces that affects a business? So external forces. So monetary forces can affect the business and an external force. Economic forces, technological forces definitely external force. Socio-economic forces are also external forces. Economic forces and monetary forces. Okay, economic forces means how the economy is doing, how the market is doing. So can be considered as external force. Monetary forces are something internal, and how you manage your money, how you raise your capital are kind of internal. Okay, which among these is a money manager who is involved in making risk investment from equity capital with the objective of gaining better returns? So who among the following is money manager who is involved in making risk investment from equity capital with objective of getting better returns? So that is definitely not entrepreneur, because he's not making he's not a money manager. He's actually making the product. Financial institute can be the answer. Entrepreneur is definitely not taking any risk. Financial institute say better. Venture capitalist is the money manager who is involved in making risk investment from equity capital with the objective of getting better returns. Who should be lived in preparing business plan? Who should be lived in preparing business plan? So in entrepreneurship, we lived in preparing business plan. Okay. If the decisions are taken by entrepreneur on behalf of enterprise, then it is known as strategic decision, routine decision, organizational decision, corporate decision. So it has to be organizational decision, है ना? Entrepreneur is taking on the behalf of enterprise. So strategic decision ये तो related to प्रोडक्ट एंड सर्विस एंड मार्केटिंग हो सकता है. रूटीन डिसीजंस हम नहीं बोलेंगे इसको. कॉर्पोरेट डिसीजंस या ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल डिसीजंस आर द टू कंफ्यूजिंग ऑप्शंस, बट corporate is a very big firm, and an entrepreneur can also work in a small scale business as well. Next, 27, entrepreneurship development program is helpful for which of the following? So future generation entrepreneurs, शायद हाँ. एग्जिस्टिंग एंटरप्रेन्योर्स को एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम की क्या जरूरत? फर्स्ट जनरेशन एंटरप्रेन्योर्स शायद हाँ. कॉम्पिटिटिव एंटरप्रेन्योर्स नहीं, है ना? डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम किनको रहेगा? फ्यूचर जनरेशन या फिर फर्स्ट जनरेशन? तो फर्स्ट जनरेशन इज द बेटर आंसर. फर्स्ट जनरेशन एंटरप्रेन्योर्स मतलब इसके पहले उनके फैमिली में सब लोग नौकरी वाले थे, है ना? नाउ योर्स इज द फर्स्ट जनरेशन ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योर. Which of the following decisions are concerned with policy matters and they influence the goals and objectives of business venture? Are concerned with policy matters and they influence the goals and objectives of business venture. Okay. Corporate decisions, strategic decisions, technical decisions, first generation others. Okay. Which of the following decisions are concerned with policy matters? So policy matters में फर्स्ट जनरेशन एंटरप्रेन्योर टेक्निकल डिसीजंस को नहीं आएगा. कॉर्पोरेट डिसीजंस एंड स्ट्रेटेजिक डिसीजंस विल बी द आंसर. स्ट्रेटेजिक डिसीजंस विल बी द आंसर because it influences the goals and objectives of business venture. Okay. The purpose of feasibility study for starting a new venture is. So feasibility study क्यों जरूरी है? To estimate sales and profit शायद है, to explore new opportunities शायद है, to understand if there is any barriers barriers to success customers. Yes, feasibility study जरूरी इसलिए कि भाई सक्सेस के लिए कोई बैरियर्स है क्या, है ना? ये बिजनेस फिजिबल है क्या? ठीक है ना? वो एस्टिमेट निकालने के लिए नहीं है या इंफॉर्मेशन पोटेंशियल निकालने के लिए नहीं है ना? कि भाई मैंने सोचा कि ये प्रोडक्ट है, बहुत जबरदस्त प्रोडक्ट है, बट इज इट फिजिबल टू मेक दैट प्रोडक्ट, है ना? तो उसमें क्या क्या बैरियर्स है वो हमको फिजिबिलिटी स्टडी बताएगी. What is the ownership position of more than 50% in a business known as majority interest? Yes or no? It has to be majority interest जैसे अपने को लगता है, but that is not the answer. It is dependent interest. Okay, it is dependent interest. Okay. Entrepreneurship can best be described as, I think this is repeated, but let us see. A process that requires setting up a business with available resources. ये available resources थोड़ा ये अजीब लग रहा है मुझे. Taking a significant risk in business context, yes, it is entrepreneurship, but significant risk जरूरी नहीं है. Having a profit making vision ये भी जरूरी है, but then इससे better a process involving innovation, new products or services and value creation. Yes, है ना? एक सिंपल सी चीज है, बाकी तीनों ऑप्शंस है ना नॉर्मल नॉर्मल से वर्ड्स है, इसमें बड़े बड़े वर्ड्स है ना? तो ऐसे ही ऑप्शंस जनरली आंसर्स रहेंगे. ठीक है, लॉजिकली भी आप वही आंसर करो. Which of the following attitudes is not generally associated with successful entrepreneurship? Competition and cooperation successful entrepreneurship के traits है. Desire to influence others ये भी है. Innovation and product improvement is also there. Status quo. This is definitely not associated with successful entrepreneurship. Okay. In underdeveloped countries, local mobile phone companies use the same technology used by big companies to manufacture their products. Which of the following type of entrepreneurs are highlighted above? So they are definitely imitative entrepreneurs. Okay, because whatever the big organization is doing, they are imitating it. Okay, entrepreneurial culture and growth orientation consist of all the following except. So entrepreneurial culture and growth orientation consists of all the following except encouraging employees to generate the ideas, focusing on opportunities, to desire to grow at slow and controlled pace, being creative. Okay. Growth orientation, entrepreneurial culture, to desire to grow at slow and controlled. Okay. So growth orientation and entrepreneurial culture consist all of the following except encouraging employees to generate ideas. Yes, है ना? तभी तो आपका entrepreneurial culture and growth orientation आएगा. Focusing on opportunities. Yes. Being creative. Yes. Desire to grow at a slow and controlled pace. Definitely, this has to be the answer. It is not entrepreneurial culture or growth orientation. है ना? That is why we have except. This is your answer. Third option. Then the function of an entrepreneur is to imagine a business idea, to study project feasibility, to set up an enterprise. सारे ही काम है यार entrepreneur के. Which of the following sentence is inconsistent in the context of entrepreneur? Inconsistent बताना. He is the owner of the business. सही लग रहा है मेरे को. He is a risk taker. सही है. He operates production activities. ये सिर्फ इतना ही करता है ऐसा नहीं है. He searches out business opportunities. ये भी सही है. This has to be the answer. It is only limiting an entrepreneur to operate production activities. सिर्फ इतना ही नहीं करता है. A business plan is important for all the following reasons except. ठीक है. A business plan forces firms founders to systematically think through each aspect of their new venture. सही है. A business plan provides lenders and investors assurance that they will earn a decent return. है ना? ये मेरे को आंसर लग रहा है. A business plan provides an investors with something to react to. Okay, देखते हैं. A business plan is a document that enables a company to present itself to potential suppliers and business partners. ये वाला भी सही है. अभी business plan provides lenders and investors assurance that they will earn a decent return. Business plan provides an investor with something to react. Okay, yes, है ना? तो business plan क्या है? It is important for the investor to मतलब हाँ बोले ना बोल, but उसके हिसाब से ही तुम business plan बताओगे ना. ठीक है ना? बिजनेस प्लान आपको सिस्टमेटिकली काम करने के लिए भी लगता है तो फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज आल्सो नॉट द आंसर. बिजनेस प्लान इज सेलिंग डॉक्यूमेंट दैट एनेबल्स अ कंपनी टू प्रेजेंट इटसेल्फ. यस, तो ये भी सही है. तो ये वाला भी आंसर नहीं रहेगा. सेकंड ऑप्शन आंसर रहेगा. डैश इज अ फेवरेबल सेट ऑफ सर्कमस्टेंसेस दैट क्रिएट्स a need for a new product, service or business. So niche नहीं है venture. An opportunity is a favorable set of circumstances that creates a need for new product, service or business. Dash is conducted to determine whether a proposed business has sufficient management expertise, organizational competence and resources to successfully launch its business. Okay, dash is conducted to determine whether a proposed business has sufficient management expertise, then organizational competence and resources to successfully launch its business. So yeah, that is feasibility analysis, no? है ना? So management expertise, organizational competence, resources to successfully launch its business. So feasibility or analysis, organizational feasibility analysis. Marketing plan, definitely no. Financial, nothing related to money. Industry or market feasibility analysis, no. So organizational feasibility analysis would be the answer. A good source of information for an entrepreneur about competitors can be obtained from वेबसाइट से मिल सकता है, प्रोडक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन लीफलेट से मिल सकता है, कंपनी रिपोर्ट, यस ऑल ऑफ द ओके गुड सोर्स ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन फॉर एंटरप्रेन्योर अबाउट कॉम्पिटिटर्स. Okay, so this is how we have completed our first session on entrepreneurship. We'll be making such short sessions of half an hour, and so that it is, I mean, you don't get bored while studying for IND. And if you feel that there is some or the other topic which you want us to cover first, you can comment to us in the comment section, or you can reach to us on any one of these three social media platforms or visit our website tarkashastra.co. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.